Hi, this is Kathie with Craft with Kathie. Thanks for joining me. Hope everyone's having a great Wednesday. I'm coming at you from the suburbs west of Chicago, where we're actually having somewhat like spring days, into the 60s today, and all the snow has finally melted. It's like, whoa, how wonderful, finally. We had a lot. It wasn't, we didn't have a really wicked winter, but it's once it started, it kind of seemed like it wasn't going to stop. So if you want to be nice enough to just drop a line in the comments, let me know where you're watching from. If you have any questions, just feel free to post them as we go along. I'm mixing up a little chalk paste here that was a little bit dried. You want your chalk paste to basically be the consistency of yogurt or sour cream, so I just wanted to get that out of the way. And let me tell you about this transfer. This is called New Doors, and New Doors is a Watts of Love transfer. And Chalk Couture has partnered with Watts of Love. And every sale, $2 from every sale, this transfer goes to the organization. And if you're not familiar with them, they provide solar lighting to disadvantaged communities, basically to help them save money that they would normally spend on kerosene for lighting their homes. And this way they could save money and possibly buy a farm animal or do some other things and actually save money. It's a totally new concept. They're just not able to do it because their expenses are so high, with kerosene sometimes comprising like 25% of their income for the year. So it's a real worthy cause, and this is a great transfer, and I wanted to show you it on a little tag. I've already cut it apart. Old keys won't open new doors. It's called New Doors. And I've actually already, in a little prep, waxed this wooden tag. Just kind of rubbed it in, rubbed it off. This is a Chalk Couture tag. It's a very nice whitewash tag. But I used the wax on it even though I knew it was a great surface, just because I'm going to be using dark colors, and if I make a mistake, it's much easier to wipe off and continue if you've waxed it. So to get started, I'm going to just fuzz this transfer. And fuzzing a transfer is actually deliberately applying lint to the transfer, because our transfers are kind of like, you want to think of them as fabric stencils made out of vinyl, and silkscreen is what you're seeing through to the white backing. And they're adhesive backed, and they can be used 8 to 12 times or more with proper care. So because the adhesive's fairly strong, I am deliberately applying a little bit of lint to the back of it to lessen it. This is a brand new transfer, and it's a little bit stickier as it will be used. The adhesive will diminish a little bit, but for right now I wanted to add a little bit of lint so that it doesn't stick so strongly and it's not difficult to remove from the surface. So I'm just going to position it. I want it a little bit higher than there. Smooth it out, make sure there's no air bubbles underneath the silk screen. And I'm going to be using Shimmer Shadow Paste on the words. And all I'm going to do is take a squeegee, or actually I'll take a little stir stick. Make sure the consistency of this is good. Oh, it looks great. Put a little bit down on top of my transfer. And then use a squeegee to push it through the silk screen. You know, I'm going to need a little bit more than this, but see how this goes. Need a little bit more paste. A little bit actually does go a long way, and if I put too much down on my transfer like I just did, then all I have to do is, once I've got it through the silk screen, is remove any excess. So I usually try and smooth it out first, remove the excess, put it back in my jar, make sure there aren't any lines or ridges, and that I've got complete coverage. And that's pretty easy to do. And then I'm going to lift this transfer up. You always want to lift from the top, the bottom, or the left or the right. You never want to tug on a diagonal because it's like fabric and you could basically stretch it. So I'm just going to lift this up and go put this in a little water bath for cleanup. Look at the nice definition. Now the transfer has a distressed look to it, so that's why we've got a little of the background showing through the E and open. Now I need to do a little bit more fuzzing, and I'm going to add a couple keys at the bottom. You can tell the nice thing about this product is it really goes quickly. Doesn't take a lot of time, and it's a snap to whip out a project. Our chalk paste goes on liquid but dries hard. I'm actually putting both keys on here and fuzzing. Let's see, I don't know, I'm a little probably out of the shot here. Fuzzing them both. And I think I'm going to do the keys in like a gold shimmer. I think that would look good. Okay. If you don't have a fuzzing cloth, you could use a towel. You could use your shirt. You could use a pair of jeans. The idea is just put a little lint on so it doesn't stick so snugly. And then when you clean your transfer, you will actually remove the lint. And cleanup is basically water, lukewarm water, and a board eraser. And I just got my new board erasers. Kind of like a magic eraser, but it helps take off the deeper pigmented chalks from the transfer. But the pigmentation really doesn't have any impact on the usability of the transfer, so you don't have to. But if you don't like the way it looks, use a board eraser. That'll usually get most of it off. Okay. So, I'm going to put down my gold shimmer paste. Grab a clean squeegee. And the process is the same. Smooth it over the silk screen. Remove any excess. Make sure you don't have any lines. Make sure you have full coverage. Add the excess back into the jar. And then remove the transfer. If you can butter toast, you can chalk. Now, how do you like that? Nice, crisp, beautiful images because of the silk screen. Let me clean up a little bit here. And while this dries, it doesn't take a long time to dry, but I don't want a chance smearing it. I want to put a little bit of embellishments up at the top. Now, as far as cleaning my squeegees or my stir sticks or even my surface, Just spritz a little water and wipe it up with a paper towel. Run the squeegees and the stir sticks under the water in the sink, and you're done. We have a chalk product that's used for wood, glass, smear, chalkboard, dry erase boards, and metal. We have an ink product that is really more formulated for fabric, especially if you're a quilter. There's a ton of ideas that would be great for quilters. Or if you want to make your own cups or put an image or wording on ceramic cups or glasses, you could do that with our inks. The only thing with the inks is the inks need to be heat set. The chalk does not. And this is still, there's a little bit of shimmer there. The black is a shimmer shadow, the gold is a shimmer. So this is picking up the light nicely. I'm gonna just thread this ribbon through the hole at the top. And obviously I cut my ribbon way too long, but it's easily rectified. And I'm going to need to tie this on, but I think I'm going to wait until my surface is fully dry. I've got a couple wooden beads and some keys just to add the finishing touches. What do you think? Simple and easy. If you have any questions or any comments, please be sure to just type them in the comments. I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have. If you have any suggestions for other projects, please go ahead. I'm open to any ideas. And if you would be so kind as to sprinkle this video with your friends, I am having a drawing, so anyone who sprinkles it, so other people can watch, their names will be entered into a bucket, and on Mondays I will pick someone for a little surprise gift. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Have a wonderful life.